Dear brothers and sisters in Christ, good morning and Happy New Year. I didn't have a chance to wish you Happy New Year before, so I'm doing it now. I hope the New Year has begun well for you. Today it's Wednesday, January 8th. We're a week into the New Year's, and we continue our journey. We took a break from our journey through our church history. We took a break for Christmas and the New Year's message. Today we're going back to continue our journey. We have roughly a month left to conclude this journey of the Catholic Church through history to lead us to the present time. Today I would like to talk about actually the history of the church in Boston. In my video before Christmas, I covered quickly the period of 17th, 18th, and 19th century in church history. I also talked about the evangelization or beginning of evangelization of North America, talk about Jesuit missionaries and Jesuit martyrs. And so today I would like to zoom in and take a look at the history of the Catholic Church in Boston and Massachusetts in general. First of all, we need to remember that during the 17th and 18th century, until almost the end of the 18th century, Catholicism was illegal in Massachusetts. Massachusetts, Boston, and Massachusetts were founded by Puritans. The Puritans were a Protestant sect, came from England, that rejected the established churches, Anglican Church, especially the Catholic Church. So Catholicism was illegal in Massachusetts until 1780, when the Massachusetts Constitution was written and Catholicism was legalized. Why? Why did this happen? Well, actually, it happened for a political reason. It happened because of independence, war independence, because of a revolution. So when the Revolution War broke out, the quote-unquote rebels, later to be called Americans, the ones who rebelled against the British Crown, they needed help. They needed help in their strive for independence, or better, they needed help to overcome the British. And so they went to ask the French for help. The French were in Quebec, Maine, basically, actually were in Maine, north of here. So they went to ask for help to their neighbors. The French were Catholics. They're Catholics, so I'm not sure exactly how this happened, but basically as a trade-off or as an act of recognition and thanksgiving to the French for helping in the Revolutionary War, Massachusetts legalized Catholicism right after the independence, 1780. But it was only in 1788 the first Mass was celebrated in Boston. The first public Mass was celebrated in Boston, near the modern City Hall. But still, after the legalization of Catholicism, suspicions towards Catholicism still ran high. The Diocese of Boston was erected in 1808, but there was still a lot of animosity and suspicion towards Catholics in Boston. To the point, even in 1834, as you probably know, the Ursuline convent near Charlestown, modern-day Somerville, was burned by an anti-Catholic Protestant mob. Only towards the end of the century, situations changed and feelings started to only towards the end of the century, tensions had eased somewhat, and Catholics were more welcomed in Boston. probably know, Catholic presence in Boston, Massachusetts was numerically very limited until the mid of the 19th century, when thanks to a big influx of immigrants, first of all Irish, and German, and Polish, and then Italian immigrants, and so forth, the Catholic presence grew in Boston. And so it started to become possible for Catholics to blend into Boston society, and start to be accepted by Bostonians, to the point that at the death of fourth Bishop of Boston, Archbishop Williams, in 1907, there were approximately 76 parochial schools in the archdiocese that then grew to almost 158 towards the middle of the 20th century. And then I guess the rest of history of church in Boston is familiar, or quite familiar to many of you. After Cardinal O'Connor or Cardinal Cushing, and then Archbishop of Neiros, Cardinal Law, Cardinal Sean O'Malley, and now Bishop Richard Henry, to the present day. The history of Archdiocese of Boston is relatively short. The Archdiocese is relatively young, founded in 1808. We basically just celebrated 200 years of its foundation. But the Archdiocese of Boston is still, as we know, very vibrant. It's been an important component of life here in Boston, also civil and political life here in Boston, and of course a driving force also for the Catholic Church in the United States, who also, of course, many issues and limitations and challenges that the diocese has to face. But we are happy to be part of this beautiful church here in Boston. Take care, God bless. At the same time, the Archdiocese of Boston has gone through a lot of difficult moments. It's had to face a lot of challenges, also recently with abuse scandals. But we are happy and grateful to be part of this beautiful church here in Boston, this beautiful archdiocese. Take care, God bless.